At first glance, it looks like an old transaction, but in reality, everything is much different. I will show you how everything works in practice, and you will create a Flash USDT JRC20 yourself. So what is Flash USDT? When you receive a transfer in real USDT, it goes through the blockchain. The transaction is confirmed, and the entry remains permanently in the distributed ledger. This is generally a movement of funds. Flash ETH is ongoing indication in this case. It's like a mask repeating the structure of the original. So such a token can be displayed on Tronscan, safely passed through state, and even have a high probability to be skipped by popular exchanges. It's rare to find something truly actual on the black market. Most are fake, cheap fakes they even buy easily, like USD, Gutsy, and other trash that does not work. They're immediately visible, they're not displayed on Tronscan, and even a beginner can distinguish them from the real thing. Flash USDT stands alone. This is no longer just fake, but a carefully constructed illusion with which people cheat casinos and ordinary mortals out of millions of dollars. Let's move on to the manual now. So we've moved on to the creation process. What do we need to start with? We'll be doing this on the Tron IDE platform. What is this website, you ask? It's a platform for creating smart contracts on the Tron network. In fact, all the smart contracts on Tron are created through Tron IDE. This is the website. So what are we going to do here? We'll be creating a smart contract, creating tokens, and adding liquidity to our tokens. The tokens will be a full imitation of the original USDT. After that, we'll withdraw tokens to our wallet using SunSwap, which I'm gonna show you now. There we go. So what do we see before us? What is this code? This is the already made smart contract. It's already complete. You don't need to change anything here, and you'll see the instructions now. So you even need to worry about anything, as I said already. As in mentioned earlier, we'll need an investment to add liquidity. Liquidity will be added using Tron. The wallet we need to use is Tron Bank. We need at least 1,000 to Flavex, as you see in my wallet type. You can use more, but you can't use less, or it will just get stuck in the blockchain, and nobody wants that, right? So I want to mention that in the past nets like Shasta or Nyan, don't work. You'll need to be paying extra transaction fees, so just hold a little bit more in your wallet. So what do we do next? We copy our code on SunSwap, then we go to our Tron IDE, we create a new file. Okay, in your file 5 now. You need to even call it whatever you like. You just need to get trained in that as well. I'll call it USDT. Then we'll paste our code in here. There you go. Now move on to the tab below. We need to compile it. Right, we see the version. It's 0.5.10. How do I show you here? There it is. Then we need to select it here. Once we found it, we click compile. So we're gonna have a green checkmark, right? Which means everything is compiled. As it said already, I personally wrote this code. I can guarantee that it's gonna work perfectly with no issue. So let's scroll down to deploy and run transactions. This is basically the control panel for our contract. In the environment section, select injected. Tron Web. This actually connects our wallet. So you can see our wallet. Check Queen Hacked. Great. My wallet is collected, and now the balance is displayed. There we go. There it is. Great. Amazing. Scroll down a bit. Here we have ITOC Tiny, click on it, and then we see 2 contracts. We need to select Tron the Cringy bot. The reason is that the ITOC20 is not a contract at a management template, or through TRE tenancy is a mistake. So it equalizes it wrongly. Alright, 2 lines appear. In token name, enter Tether, in token symbol, enter USDT. Click transact. As I mentioned earlier, we'll see the fee. You pay the fee and click sign. This is the fee we need to pay. Within C it's confirmed. I recommend waiting about 30 seconds after the tournament because Tronscan doesn't display the contract immediately. If you act too quickly, there might be a small chance of an error. It's, as I said, very small, but for your safety, that's verified. Nobody wants to lose money on this. Let's wait a bit more. that's select. Okay, let's check. Yeah, everything is confirmed. Now we're gonna copy the address of the contract and deposit our 1000 TRX on it. Yeah, as we see, the name is correct, everything is correct. We're gonna copy the contract address, which is here on top. We click copy to clipboard, or you just copy like this. We revert to our Tron, the extend, then we paste it in. This is our contract address. Then we're gonna put one in 1000, which is what I'm gonna personally use. You can use more as I told you, but never less. Let's sign. Great. Cool. Let's check on the transaction. Let's update our wallet. As we can see, the money, the funds have been sent. So the main update, the main balance doesn't update until you refresh, as you see, which means everything is correct. And let's check the transactions, right, for more transparency. Let's go to the page. There we go. The $291 which have been deducted have been deposited to our contract. So it has been funded, as I've said. There you go. There you can see the 1000 TRX as well. Let's go back to Tron IDE now. We see the button start, transfer to C20 and withdrawal. Expand the transfer to C20 and fill in the fields. Don't press transact after filling them out. This function will be used later to transfer the funds from the contract to your own personal wallet. Okay, let's go to Tronscan and find the real USDT. So I'll leave a link in the description for your convenience, but you can find it yourself as easy as well. So you find it however you like, you copy the contract address and paste into this field. Here we go. We copied this here, and then we're gonna paste it into the token address for the real USDT. So this is your address, the recipients, you copy it from your own wallet in Tron, and then you paste it to amount. This part is very interesting actually. So for those who deposited the same amount as I did, people usually enter between 90,000 and 110,000 USD. For those who invested more, I'm showing on screen right now the best amounts to enter to keep your tokens as quantity as possible. I use 100,000, but since it's the average value, no commas, the dot, just a straight up number. And remember, we do not click transact, they just collapse this section. So I'm gonna enter it now. Is it 100,000? Yeah, it is. Okay, now I'm just gonna collapse this section on top here with the arrow. Isn't that seen? You see the 100,000 and you see the collapse bar on top, so I'm gonna collapse it. There we go. Next, click start. This action creates our tokens and simultaneously provides them with the liquidity repository in their contract. Everything is confirmed. Check whether our liquidity has been withdrawn. Refresh the page to see if the withdrawal has gone through. In our contracts, everything's gone. That means the tokens were created and received liquidity. If the tokens failed to be created, the liquidity will remain in the contract. That's a safety mechanism so you don't lose your money. This whole process happens in a fraction of seconds after confirming a transaction, so you can immediately click on the withdrawal button and click sign. As I'm showing right now, you click withdrawal and you click sign. You see the TRX commission. Okay, now wait, it takes around 5 seconds, several minutes. The maximum I've ever waited is about 10 minutes, never more. So let's see, a few seconds have passed. So now we can go and check if the tokens have been received or not. Okay, as you can see, the balance has been updated. Tokens are in the wallet. If you have any questions, just hit me up in Telegram, text me, I can answer to any questions of yours. Bye bye.